Okay, so decrease in demand shifts demand curve to the left from D to D1, and equilibrium will move to E1, quantity will fall to Q1, and price will fall to P1. And now the question arises why demand falls. It may fall due to non-price factors, that is, fall in income of consumer, fall in taste for a product, fall in fashion of a product, and there may be decline in population in the region. So overall demand will fall and demand curve will shift to the left. As a result, there will be decline in price and quantity both. And in the third graph, we can explain rise in supply, and this also changes equilibrium. If there is rise in supply, we know that supply curve shifts to the right from S to S1. New equilibrium will move to E1, where price will fall to P1, but quantity you can see will increase to Q1. And again, the question arises why supply increases. Supply increases definitely due to non-price factors, and non-price factors for supply are different, and we have explained them in previous class. And those include cost of production. If there is decline in cost of production, then supply will rise, and if there is better climate, then again supply will rise. Similarly, if there is improvement in technology, supply will again rise. And if government reduces indirect tax, then again supply will rise and shift to the right. So whenever supply of a certain product increases, its price will fall and quantity traded will rise. The example for this scenario can be if government is providing more subsidy or removing indirect taxes on car manufacturing. Suppose this is graph for cars. So what will happen to the supply of cars if government reduces tax? Then supply will rise because car manufacturers will be comfortable producing more cars, so supply will rise and shift to the right. And definitely cars will be now cheaper and more people will be purchasing it. The next scenario is there may be decrease in supply. If there is decrease in supply for a product, then supply curve we know shifts to the left. So new supply curve is S1 now. Equilibrium will move to E1, where price will rise to P1 and quantity traded will fall to Q1. So what can be the reason for decrease in supply of a certain product? We may be talking about some electronic products. For example, we want to discuss about the demand and supply of AC. Then what will happen to the supply of ACs and price of ACs and quantity traded in the market? There may be rise in cost of production to produce AC. So COP I'm using for cost of production. If there is rise in cost of production for producing ACs, then supply will decline. Similarly, if government imposes high indirect tax, then again supply will fall. And if there is decline in or technology obsoletes or gets outdated, then outdated technology will also reduce supply. Outdated technology will also reduce supply for AC. So as a result, what will happen? Lesser ACs will be produced, and as a result, they will get expensive. Now coming to the next graph, now we can suppose that there is increase in demand as well as increase in supply both. So if demand and supply both increase at the same time, then what will be the scenario? For example, if there is rise in demand, demand curve will shift to the right from D to D1. And if there is rise in supply as well, then supply will shift to the right as well. Okay, so new equilibrium will take place where new demand and supply curve, that is S1 and D1, intersect each other at point E1. You can see now quantity has definitely increased from Q to Q1, but price is almost same. And we can say that price will be uncertain. When we say that price is uncertain, it means it may rise a little bit, it may fall, or it may remain the same. So it depends how much demand and supply are increasing. Okay, so price will remain uncertain, but quantity traded will rise. And the next scenario is there is decrease in demand and supply both, then what will happen to the equilibrium price of a product and its quantity. So if there is decrease in supply, supply will shift to the left. And if there is decrease in demand at the same time, then demand will also shift to the left. So new equilibrium will take place where new demand and supply curves S1 and D1 intersect each other at E1. Price you can see is exactly same and quantity has decreased. So again, one thing is common. and certain and definite that quantity will decline, but price will remain uncertain. And the last two scenarios are increase in demand and decrease in supply. Okay, now if there is increase in demand at the same time decrease in supply, then what will happen to the equilibrium position? And definitely when demand increases, demand curve will shift to the right from D to D1. And if there is decrease in supply, supply will shift to the left from S to S1. As a result, new equilibrium will take place at E1, where new equilibrium, new demand and supply curves D1 and S1 intersect each other. And again, in this case, you can see quantity is almost same and price has increased. So one thing is definite कि price will rise, but quantity will be uncertain. When we say uncertain, it means it may rise, it may fall, or it may remain the same. And the last scenario of changes in equilibrium is decrease in demand and increase in supply. And if there is decrease in demand, then demand shifts to the left. So D1 is the new demand curve, and rise in supply shifts supply curve to the right. So S1 is new supply curve. So in a new equilibrium will be E1, where equilibrium price will fall to P1, but quantity is uncertain. And quantity, when quantity uncertain, we say uncertain, it means it may remain the same, it may rise or fall depending upon the rise and fall in demand for the product. Depending upon the changes in demand and supply. Okay, so this is all about equilibrium and changes in equilibrium.